Hi, here we are, week 8. Can you believe it? Okay, this is the week where we talk about what I think are probably the most interesting public policy issues associated with this thing we're studying so far. And it has to do with large implementations by states, and not just regions, but or small enclaves, but actually entire states. And I'll leave it to you. I hope that when you're gathering data on this, that you'll get even more recent ones than I have, because even though New York, Florida, California, Texas, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, and many others have set up these programs, the question is, are they really working, and to what effect? Because you would think that the obvious thing would be that if anybody in Pennsylvania or anybody in Virginia wanted to register for any course that's offered online anywhere in the state, they ought to be able to do it. I would think, anywhere in the United States, but anywhere in the state anyway. And these are descriptions of states that have actually done it. Don't forget that the elephant in the living room on this whole subject is always ASU, Arizona State University, because they have over 6 dozen programs online, most of them taught by full-time faculty. All of those are very unusual. The numbers of them, the fact that most of them are taught by online faculty, very, very unusual. So they are definitely an exemplar, and they're not even mentioned in this list here, because ASU and the Northern Arizona University are the two that have been mostly busy with this in that state. So that's something to look at very closely, and I'll talk a little more about that before I quit today. But don't forget that Monday is the day that the portfolios are due, and I wish you well in those. I'm really looking forward to seeing them. We're going to use them as a teaching resource for the rest of the course. So get yours in, and I'm going to set up something on Sunday where everybody will be able to post theirs, and we can move right ahead and learn from them, enjoy them, and be filled with more interesting information on this subject. Notice that the topics that you have here for the assignments, each one of them there's no audios this time and no videos, but I hope that you will find some of these particularly interesting. There's various I'm down here looking at the assignments now, but the University of Florida program, that's a really interesting one. Cal State, quite a few of these are ones that are not necessarily good news stories. They're stories of institutions and entire states that have decided to try something, and in most cases the results have been uneven, and that's a nice way of saying they haven't been so great. And yet they do seem to be, if this is ever going to work in a big way, if you could do it in a state program, it would probably be that way that it could succeed, because the states have a chance of being more unified in their approach. They have a lot of organic ways of sharing things among their citizens that are pretty special and good, and you'll be learning about them this week. So those are the two things to keep an eye on. First of all, your portfolio, finishing that up, then commenting on particularly new applications of this, what we're studying this week. And finally, don't forget that there's a research project that starts right away as soon as you finish the portfolio, and you can take it in a pretty leisurely pace. At least that's my hope, because it's the kind of opportunity where you actually can pick something working with me. And I hope that this week you can work something out with me, what you want to select, and then work on it for a couple of weeks. And you'll not only have a really interesting, usable result, but it'll be something that you have selected from all the myriad possibilities in this course. So I think most of you have already picked one. Probably it'll come from your portfolio, but maybe not. You need to have plenty of citations. I always, when I'm writing one of these, I collect all the citations first, get 20 or 30 citations, and then winnow them down to maybe 15 or 18, and then draw the paper around them. It's a really easy way to do it. I've always done it that way. When I write an article, when I write almost anything, that's the way I do it. So I hope that works for you, and I think we're doing fine in the course. I'll send you a grade for the posts through week 7 sometime this week, and look forward to seeing you. Don't forget, we have a face-to-face on the 24th. That's Saturday afternoon, and I look forward to seeing you there and online. Thanks again.